He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
There you go, ma'am. Sign inside the red box right there.
For him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gasso.
It's on the citation, ma'am.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
Is the thing on? Give me 1 second. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. I literally just got done talking about this on Timcast IRL. Sorry about that. The microphone did its thing. It's good? I literally just got done talking about this on Timcast IRL, making the point that the real racists are not on the alt-right. The real racists are not on the far right. The real racists are on the left. These neocons, these self-proclaimed socialists, these self-proclaimed communists, these so-called virtue-signaling woke Wookiees that care so much about making their presence known, about caring about all the minorities. It doesn't matter whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're brown. The real racists are on the left. This video, this self-proclaimed educator that has gone astronomically viral, was literally on Tucker Carlson tonight, exposed for all of the world to see. This ridiculous, mindless woman is calling, literally, she's saying that the officer, because she hates cops, that's the left-leaning mainstream narrative right now, anti-cops, she believes that cops are murderers. She goes on to say she obviously can identify that the police officer is Hispanic, so she starts calling him a Mexican, and she starts accusing him of being a race traitor. How do I know that? Because that's the ridiculous rhetoric that you always hear. You just desperately want to be white. That's all she says. So we're going to get into this video tonight. It is embarrassing to see people act this way, regardless of your skin color. It doesn't matter if you're white, if you're black, if you're brown. It really does not matter, okay? This kind of behavior is absolutely ridiculous. And people are going to say, is she going to be canceled? Is she canceled? Okay, look, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not for cancel culture, but what I am going to say is this. As someone that is supposed to be entrusted in the community of educating young people with that kind of rhetoric out in the public for all the world to see, I would probably say, listen, if you have a job, this isn't about getting canceled. This is about having behavior in your respective profession, okay? If you act out of character and you act a fool in public and your job sees it, you're probably going to get fired. That's not getting canceled. That's just being an idiot and ruining your own reputation. Canceled is someone getting smeared, having the wrong opinion, and losing absolutely everything that they have in society. That's different. There are two separate things. So yes, that's what people need to understand. Is the mic working well? Can you turn it on and on your phone? Real quick. Okay, sounds good. We just probably have some trolls in the comments. So I'm going to, welcome to the show, Drew Hernandez Live. Sorry, guys, we've done a bunch of new updates in the studio. Obviously, the backdrop, the lighting, we've done a lot of new stuff. So when you start making updates with your equipment, you're going to have some issues going on. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So that's why that's happening. But anyways, so welcome to Drew Hernandez Live. I want to welcome you guys to the show right now. I want to invite you guys to subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please smash that like button, destroy that like button, share this video far and wide wherever you can, post the link anywhere. Even if you still got a MySpace, bro, post it there too. Let them see it because they're probably still stuck somewhere back in the timeline, but they need to understand what's about to happen if they're back in the future. So make sure to share this video far and wide, guys. I am 100% funded by the people, we the people, that's you the people on this show. So if you guys would like to support me, drop a super chat now in the middle of the show. If I say something awesome or at the end of the show, that is how you can support us, or consider joining the DH Alliance tonight. Become a monthly member in the membership section on this channel, as low as $5 a month. That is how you can support me as well. Also, guys, if you would like to give a one-time donation, you can go directly to my website. The link is in the description below, drewhlive.com. So yes, yes, that is how you guys can support me. I know I say that every single night, but we're constantly getting some new people in here that are always sending me messages asking, how can I support you? So because I don't have mass advertisers on this show, I got to continue to say that. So thank you guys for all of the support. I truly appreciate it, guys. We need you guys now more than ever, especially if you want to support what I have going on this show. So thank you guys very much. Share this video. Also, turn on the bell notification. Smash that like button. When you hit the bell notification, toggle on the all selection to get notified every time I post something. YouTube leaves you on an occasional setting where you won't get the video or you won't get the post. You won't get the notification. So do that right now. This is the way. This is how it must be done. So here we go. Alrighty, here is a video of a woman of color, to use the left's logic and stupid labels, railing on a police officer that she obviously identifies as Hispanic. But number one, what I want you to see here is the anti-white rhetoric, okay? I want you to see the anti-police rhetoric. This woman is a racist, okay? Her racism is bleeding through because she feels entitled. So I want you guys to watch this video. It went viral last night of this deranged, she claims to be an educator, a teacher, okay? So is this the type of person that you would want teaching your children? Okay, I don't know if she's in a university, even so. Are these the type of people we want in our universities? Oh, they're flooded with them. I can tell you that right now, but here's the video.
You know why I'm being harassed today? Because I was going under the speed limit. I was going at 38.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Good morning.
And the speed limit is 40, and I was going 38, so why are you harassing me?
You're correct. I pulled you over because
you're a murderer.
Because
yes, I started to record because you're a murderer.
You can't be on your cell phone while you're driving.
I wasn't on my phone. I was recording you because you scared me.
You can't use your cell phone while you're recording.
I can record you.
May I have your driver's license?
It's at my apartment.
What's your apartment?
It's at my home. I'm just taking my son to his.
Do you have your driver's license?
I mistakenly left it at home.
Do you have a picture of your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
May I have it?
And can you call your supervisor, please?
I already did. He's on his way.
Good, because you're a murderer.
Okay.
And so you're giving me a cell phone ticket? Is that why you're harassing me?
Not harassment.
Yeah.
I am enforcing the law.
I have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means, but you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
Do you have that
you
picture?
Scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, that's not just a feeling, you're a murderer.
Okay. Can you zoom in on that for me,
Sure.
Jim? Thank you.
And I'm perfectly legal, and I'm a teacher. So there.
Congratulations.
Murderer. You're a murderer.
What's your last name? I can't see that there.
Well,
if
here you
stop,
go,
Stop
murderer.
shaking. Zoom in on that for me,
No, because
right?
you're scaring me.
Oh,
You're threatening to kill me and my son. Can you give me
okay.
the
Well, I'll tell you what. You keep smiling. You're on camera.
You're trying to threaten to kill me.
I
I'm not
didn't say that.
smiling. You're the one who's crazy.
Hold that still. I can't see that. Is this your car?
Yes, it is. And you're trying to say I stole my own car because you're jealous?
Yeah,
Is that what
I don't
that's
think
about?
so. You wait for me right here, okay?
You're jealous?
All you need to do is your signature. He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
There you go, ma'am. Sign inside the red box right there.
For him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gasso?
It's on the citation, ma'am.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
There you
go,
go, dear.
White.
Have a good day.
You want to be white so bad.
Okay, so apparently, I have some info here. I'm not going to give the name. I don't want to be accused of doxing and all that crap. But apparently she works at West Los Angeles College as an English professor. The president at WLAC is James Limbaugh. And this is where this person works. And that's not for the purpose of doxing. These people need to be held accountable. I mean, the radical left just goes AWOL when someone says the wrong thing to get them fired. But when someone is a member of the community that people trust to educate the community that has this kind of racist rhetoric, people need to be held accountable. And I'm talking about legally, I'm talking about peacefully. I'm not talking about people taking matters into their own hands. What I'm trying to say is these people, number one, let's talk about the rhetoric here. Let me give you some backstory here. So if we can get this up, let's take a look. Driver calls LA County deputy murderer. Obviously, this woman is a person of color. Driver calls LA County deputy murderer in racist attack caught on video. You'll never be white. I started to record because you're a murderer, the driver said. I just showed you the video. A woman can be heard verbally attacking a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy with racist slurs during a standard traffic stop in body cam footage exclusively obtained by Fox News' Bill Melgeen, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, who was featured on Tucker Carlson Tonight on Monday. The anti-cop hostility in the United States reared its ugly head during a traffic stop last month when an officer pulled over a woman who appeared to be using her cell phone while driving. The 14-year career officer told Melgeen that he recorded the interaction on both his official department-issued body cam and a personal one he bought to protect himself from false allegations. That's something I'd like to look into. Why does a police officer have to have an extra body cam to protect himself from allegations? Wouldn't his one body cam be enough? Unless there's some kind of corruption that would alter that body cam footage to where this police officer needs to protect himself. I think that's an investigation that needs to happen with Fox News. They should look into that. That's what I want to know. But anyways, he used his own body cam to protect himself from false allegations as the public continues to demonize police following the death of George Floyd. As the unidentified officer approaches the window, the driver begins recording him on her cell phone before saying, I started to record because you're a murderer. Well, when the officer calmly explains to the woman she can't be on her cell phone while you are driving and requests to see her ID, the driver fires back with words, it's at my apartment and I am perfectly legal and I am a teacher. It's at my apartment, I am perfectly legal and I am a teacher. Okay, turns out she works at I don't know if this is a community college. I'm not quite too sure. It was called, let me see real here. This was sent to me earlier. West Los Angeles College as an English professor, apparently. This is who this deranged racist is. The interaction took a turn when the woman called the officer a Mexican racist. You are always going to be a Mexican, she is heard saying. You will never be white. You know that, right? She's calling him a race traitor. She's saying that he wants to please the white man. This is all we ever hear as people of color from other left-leaning, racist, freaking white Wookiees, brown Wookiees, black Wookiees. They call us race traitors because we don't follow their stupid ideologies and play the victim card every chance we get. Melgeen called the exchange a great example. That's just what he said. LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva told Fox News that he was appalled by what he saw in the video, but commended his deputy for staying professional. I commend him as well. She claims to be a teacher. I'm not sure where she is teaching. I just showed you tonight. But she is if she represents her profession, is that an indictment on her profession and the caliber of people? People that have higher stature jobs should be held to higher accountable for this kind of stuff. This ain't getting canceled. This is someone that's literally being stupid. That is in a very prominent position in society. That is an example. And it goes on to say the LA County Sheriff's Department told Fox News that the woman in the video called Internal Affairs and filed a harassment complaint against the deputy immediately after the incident. The department also said that the woman has a history of making false claims against deputies. Gee, I wonder why, because she probably watches CNN every freaking night of her life religiously. Fox News has identified the woman, but she has not responded to the network's multiple requests for comment. Let's take this down. Now, number one, the first point I want to make in this video is, listen, apparently she's some type of English teacher or something. She's not a pope. She's not, I mean, come on, listen, if you are in this type of position in society, you have to be held accountable for your actions, okay? When people have a certain job and their character is out of whack, they usually get fired. That's not getting canceled. That's just misrepresenting a company over your stupid actions, okay? We're not talking about people getting canceled for their beliefs. We're talking about people that are literally spewing racist rhetoric, okay, on camera for all of the world to see. Not people being accused of being racist. People literally on film spewing racist rhetoric, okay? So that's what I'm saying right here, okay? I'm not sitting here saying that we have these woke views or I'm the furthest from the truth, okay? I'm talking about someone that has been exposed for being a ridiculous racist. So, number one, The first thing I want to see, okay? First thing I want to say here is the real racists are on the left. Listen to this woman's ideology. It's everything you've been hearing since the death of George Floyd. She immediately assumes that the police officer is a murderer. Right off the bat. I've been covering Black Lives Matter riots, not protests, riots. I've been covering Antifa riots, okay? I've been covering them since the death of George Floyd. And all you ever hear from Black Lives Matter, all you ever hear from Antifa is that all cops are what? They say ACAB, all cops are bastards. They say all cops are killers, that all cops are the same. So this rhetoric is coming from a specific political side of the aisle that is anti-police, that is anti-white people. I'll get to that next, okay? But there is a side politically in the United States of America that is 100% abolish the police, anti-police, anti-cops, but is not only anti-police and anti-law enforcement, they accuse and they slander all of police officers as literally being killers and murderers. We all know that is what a specific side is literally saying on a daily basis through Black Lives Matter specifically. So it makes sense to me when this woman, this deranged woman, the first thing that flies out of her mouth, she's already prepared with her camera filming the cops, because what are you hearing every single day in America on the mainstream news? All cops are bastards. All cops are killers. Every cop that you see is a white supremacist ready to kill somebody. The only thing that didn't fit this story was that the cop wasn't white. And I'm pretty sure when this woman identified that, she's like, okay, damn it, he's Hispanic. He just wants to be white. This is my next point. Number one, a hard left-leaning talking point right now in the United States of America is that all cops are murderers. Everybody knows this. So this stupid woman that is apparently an educator in a college, okay, is spewing this rhetoric, already assuming that a police officer is a murderer. And by the way, in context, this is all over what? A cell phone ticket. This is all over a cell phone ticket, okay? So she immediately this is what the propaganda through BLM and Antifa and the mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, all these stupid talking heads like Don Lemon and Rachel Maddow and all these woke tards that just spew this venom every single night on mainstream news, cable news, on satellite TV every single day. This anti-police rhetoric painting all cops as murderers. So now you have people, these lemmings, even though they're educators, that believe this garbage. They sit there and they assume that the next police officer they see is there and ready to hunt them and to kill them because of the color of their skin. You see, this is where I differ. I don't live like that. That's not reality. That's not real. Unfortunately, there are stupid minorities. There are stupid black people. There are stupid brown people. And quite frankly, there are stupid white people that actually believe that that's true. That people of color are being hunted by cops on the streets. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stupid blacks, a lot of stupid brown people. There's a lot of stupid white people that peddle this every single day, and they get millions of people to believe it. And this woman is a prime example of just that. She immediately assumes that this police officer is there to murder her and her son, because that's what the mainstream media has been telling her. So any interaction with a police, even though she caused it, she's literally driving illegally, probably like this with her phone, filming a cop that she thinks is there to kill her, and she probably is putting other people at risk while driving and her own son by trying to film a figment of her imagination, and can get into a head-on collision and kill her, the other driver, whoever's in that car, and her son. That's why the cop pulls her over and writes her a ticket, damn it. Not because she's a person of color. My goodness, is it that hard to understand? But because the mainstream media propaganda has poisoned the minds of millions of woke tards and woke Wookiees and lemmings like this woman, they live like this. I refuse to live that way. I refuse to be a victim. I refuse to adopt that stupid ideology. 100% always. 100% always. Second point I want to make is this. Notice the racist rhetoric, the anti-white people. It's the title of this episode tonight, the anti-white people rhetoric. Immediately, she starts to slander the police officer. Number one, she identifies he's Hispanic. Not all brown people are Mexican, stupid lady, okay? How are these people educators? It blows my mind. Not every brown person that appears to be Latino or Hispanic is a Mexican, okay? You know how stupid that person sounds? This officer is obviously a legal citizen of the United States of America. He's a cop, for God's sake, okay? To be a Mexican means you're born in Mexico, you buffoon. You moron, you woke-tard, you woke Wookie. Yeah, I'm insulting the hell out of you because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I could say this because I'm Latino. So all the Wookiees out there like, you're such a white supremacist. Shut the hell up and sit down and let me speak, okay? The person of color is speaking right now, and you need to sit down and listen to what I have to say, to use their terminology respectively. Give minorities a platform. Listen and learn. So, okay, shut the hell up and listen and learn, you woke-tards. Number one, this woman is peddling the white, anti-white rhetoric. She immediately plays the victim. She doesn't even know if you are born in Mexico, that makes you a Mexican. If you are born in America, that makes you an American. Is it that hard? Is it that hard to understand? Her racist premise, it's stupid within itself. I don't know if that guy's born in Mexico, but she's already under the racist assumption because the color of his skin, he's by default a Mexican. What if he's Spaniard? What if he's from Central America? What if he's from Honduras? What if he's from what if he's from somewhere else? But because these idiots only see color, that's why I said they're the real racists. All these people see is color. They claim to want to abolish segregation. They think that, oh, yes, we are all equal, this and that. But these are the same idiots that are taking us backwards, that want black safe spaces in universities. When you open up your Uber app, all you ever see is support black business. Everything is getting segregated again. Everything. And it's demonizing whites. So number two, she's a racist and she's an idiot because she's assuming that because this person is a person of color and he appears to be Latino, that he's by default a Mexican. The idiot doesn't even realize he's got to be born in Mexico in order for that to happen. So that's just the fact. But because she's a woke-tard, this is what being woke-tarded really looks like. She doesn't even understand her own ideology or even have to have, she doesn't understand she has to have an accurate premise of reality because these people don't live in reality. But notice how she transfers directly into the anti-white rhetoric. But she does it through racist rhetoric, guilt-tripping, attempting to guilt-trip the so-called Mexican that wants to be white so bad. You want to be white so bad, you racist Mexican, you racist Mexican cop. You will always be white. You want to be white. It's like, what are you saying? This is what I was arguing with Tim Pool about on the show the other night. I understand it's an attack on patriotic values. I understand it's an attack on nationalism, but it always still goes back to white people. Even if they're calling someone like me a white supremacist, or even if they're calling this cop that is obviously Latino, that he is a racist. It's always tied back to white supremacy. Even when they're calling Candace Owens a white supremacist, even when they're calling Tim Scott a white supremacist, it's still going back to attacking white people. You guys understand that? There is a strategic demonization of white people in our country right now as we speak, and it's allowed. Have you guys seen the Black Lives Matter telegrams? Have you guys taken a journey down? They're the most racist things I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know if I could play it on YouTube. I don't even know if I could share you guys clips. It is all this anti-white, black supremacy propaganda. Just take a journey through a bunch of BLM channels on Telegram, and you will be shocked how racist these people really are. And it's all against white people. It's always against whites. Why? Why are white people the dominant race in the United States of America? Why? Is it because America is racist? Is it because white people have this monopoly and are trying to maintain it? I would say Democrats have. That's why the Civil War was fought. I think the Civil Rights Movement was fighting against that as well, and it was all fighting against racist freaking Democrats that wanted to keep that in play and installed in the United States of America. But white people are the majority in this country. And I want to reason with you if you're a minority right now. Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood, the origins of Planned Parenthood was designed to sterilize minorities, especially blacks, obviously Hispanics, and the mentally retarded. This isn't an insult. This is history. To sterilize minorities, the mentally retarded, and those with low IQs. That is why they started sterilization programs. This is why even the A word, the murder of babies in the womb, was started, because people like Margaret Sanger believed, she was a humanitarian that believed that people of color and minorities couldn't survive in the world. So if they were born, it was actually evil to let them live because they couldn't survive for themselves. So we might as well just kill them in the womb. That's a fact. Okay? So what's happened right now is, why are white people the majority in this country? Could it be that possibly that racist Democrats in the past, through Planned Parenthood, through the origins of Planned Parenthood, that have convinced the black community and the Hispanic community to commit their own genocide against themselves? I mean, all you ever see are people preaching, they love abortion, my body, my choice, my body, my choice. It's all these all these blacks, a lot of white people, all these Hispanics, that are defending their right to commit their own mass genocide of our own communities. Don't you think that could maybe be the reason why? You understand Planned Parenthood literally was established for that reason. Population control. This isn't a conspiracy theory. So do you think it's does it make sense to you, for all the Wookiees out there, why we are minorities? Because these things have been installed in this country and you defend it like an idiot? My body, my choice. I have the right to commit my own mass genocide. Why are we minorities still? Why are we outpopulated by white people? Maybe because you're killing all your own people for decades and decades on, especially in the black community. Maybe that's why you're not getting ahead, and that was by design, and you defend it and you act like it doesn't exist. That's an opinion that's controversial, don't you think? I've woken up to that reality 100%. It's not bad on white people that they're the majority. They're just obviously the majority in this country. They had a lot to do with the founding of this country. That's not white supremacy. That's just in God's sovereignty. That's how it happened. Okay? Now, I will say this. It is a disservice. We cannot slander. I'm speaking to my communities right now. All right? To minorities. We cannot slander and blame white people for all of our problems. Okay, when we have no evidence of systemic racism, you get people like this. You start looking so stupid to the point where you start blaming literally everything on white supremacy. I'm going to get into a story tonight that even further proves that, and I'll explain some nuance on that as well. But right now, there is a full-on assault against white people. And listen, I am someone that speaks what I know to be true, and I speak out for those that cannot speak for themselves. That is why I use my platform and I use my voice to speak out against this anti-white rhetoric in this country. It's racist. It's racist to generalize an entire community and race of people as being evil, as being responsible for slavery, even though you can't even prove that. You know the Civil War, right? Was fought between, yes, there were black people, but it was mostly what? Who fought the Civil War to liberate black people? White people! White people! The majority. For all the woke-tards out there, the Civil War, who spilled their blood to liberate black people in the Civil War? Huh? White people! Okay? White people fought against white supremacy. Fact in the United States of America. This is why I say it's irresponsible and it's racist to slander an entire race of people as if they are the ones responsible. How are we going to pay reparations? You expect all white people? You see how racist this is? How are we going to expect reparations from white people? Can you confirm if their family or their generations own slaves? Well, what's BLM's response to that? Well, yeah, they're white. You see what I'm saying? How do you know that their ancestors literally didn't spill their own blood to save your black ancestors? And they're going to pay reparations? Can you confirm that? The answer is no. This is why it's irresponsible to slander an entire race of people and their past. White people have spilled their blood to liberate black people during the Civil War. Fact. That is why I hold to the view that it is irresponsible to literally slander an entire race of people. I hate making things about race, but we have to argue on this front because that is what these people do. 100%. They bring it to this front. So we have to debate them with their own words. We have to debate them with their own stupid ideas and unpack them and dismantle them for people to see how stupid they really are. It's okay to be a white person. It's okay. Any parents out there that are, Wookiees, that are white, that have all this white guilt, that can't even confirm that their ancestors owned slaves, okay? That tell their little kids and their little babies that it's bad to be a white person. You're very privileged. You are white supremacist because you exist. There are literally people out there that raise kids like that. That is evil and it's wrong. It's not wrong to be a white person, just as much as it's not wrong to be a black person. It's not wrong to be a black person, just as much as it's not wrong to be a brown person, and the list goes on. We are made in the image of God. We are not all God's children, but we are all God's creation. Okay, that's another conversation theologically. Jesus said you must be born again. That's how you gain entrance into the family of God, but that's another conversation for another day. But I want to push back on this racist rhetoric because it is literally irresponsible. So what this has done is created a class of people, the cultural Marxism, right? Cultural Marxism has always had the historical tenets of painting a villain against the victim. The villain against the victim, okay? And right now in 2021, the villain is what? Everybody knows this. White people. White supremacy, systemic racism against blacks and browns and every other minority in the country. And who are the victims? All the minorities. This is why you see it everywhere. You see it everywhere in Disney, in mainstream media, in music, on TV. It's the cultural Marxist agenda. It is literally unfolding right before your eyes everywhere you look. Villain, white people, victim, minorities. Now, what this has done is, in the end game, it creates a protected class of people. And minorities, especially predominantly black people, are now a protected class of people because they've been victimized. And a lot of black people, I'm not saying all black people are bad. What I'm saying is a lot of black people are literally living, especially leftists. Let me get more specific. A lot of leftist black people are literally living as if they're immune to the law. Literally. Because you're racist then. That's it. That's what we've created. That's what the mainstream media has created. Let me show you what I mean, okay? So here's a clip out of San Francisco, okay? It's some kind of youth basketball game where there's an Asian player on one side and there's two black players on the other side. And the two black players get pissed off at the Asian kid, punch him in the mouth, and start hurling all kinds of anti-Asian racial slurs, okay? And the kid that punched him in the mouth, they didn't even call a foul in the game. He didn't even get in trouble, okay? And I'm gonna give you my opinion as to why, but here's the video.
After they say their teen was attacked during a basketball game, both with punches and racial slurs. But that's not all they're upset about. KPX5's Maria Medina with the video of the basketball court confrontation.
The physical altercation caught on camera between two local AAU or amateur athletic union teams ended with this punch to the head.
Not one single parent stood up to go protect my son. I ran across the gym to go, get him.
But Lenny says the attack against her son Evan and his team, the South Bay Snipers, happened well before the punch.
they did use the C word.
2/3 of the team are Asian.
They claim the team seen in black jerseys, the San Francisco Generals, repeatedly used racial slurs on the court. Then this happened.
Where my son essentially go for the loose ball, and as both of them are going up, the kid on the ground pushed him.
That's when another player jumps in, pushes Evan to the ground, then seconds later punches Evan in the head. But what angers his parents even more is what they claim didn't happen next.
The worst part is no one apologized.
How is a technical foul, not called when he's obviously, punching him in the face?
The parents say not only didn't anyone jump in or reprimand the players, they claim the director of the tournament, Grassroots 365, initially refused to watch video of the incident.
They said, we saw what happened. And I was pressing them because I'm like, if you saw what happened, you should not let that go.
Evan's parents say the punch left him with a concussion and left them angry. No one condemned the alleged racial and physical attacks.
We pay a lot of money. A lot of families pay a lot of money for this AAU.
It just makes, parents not want to pay all this money to put their kids in danger if they're not going to be protected and be safe.
Okay, do you know who I blame? I blame the stupid media. They created this. You want to know why these black kids get away with all this? They beat the hell out of an Asian kid in front of hundreds of people, and a foul is not even called? You want to know why the refs are afraid? You want to know why that organization won't watch video? You want to know why this is just allowed to happen? Because the mainstream media has created a victim class that is protected and immune to the law. So they're afraid of being called racists. The ref will not call a foul because the black kids will turn around and say, racist! The organization will not watch or review footage of literally a hate crime that took place in front of everybody's eyes because they're afraid of being accused of being racist against blacks. We've created, the mainstream media, the propaganda has created a victimhood class that is immune and shielded from law and order. Because if you do speak out against them, you get called a white supremacist. You get called a racist because you're calling out the black people, you racist. How dare you do such a thing? But they did something, doesn't matter. Abolish the police. Anti-law and order. The black people could do whatever they want. They could do whatever they want. And if you say anything, you're a white supremacist. Oh, but I'm Hispanic, doesn't matter. But I'm black, doesn't matter. It's still a smear on white people, and that is the narrative. That is literally what has been established in this country. Listen, it's a fact, FBI statistics. The black on Asian crime is higher than black on any other racist crime. It's just a fact. Why are Asian people getting their butts kicked in the streets? It's because of crazy black people. That's a fact. It's not racist. They literally validate their own stereotypes. Hispanics do it too. Okay? This is why my mother always raised me, Drew, do not fall into the stereotypes of these racists in this country. They exist. I don't deny racism. And not all stereotypes are bad. But my mom always raised me, Drew, do not fall into the negative stereotypes of what Hispanics or Latinos or Mexicans are. And we all know what they are. We all know what those are. But our communities have to be wise enough not to fall into those negative stereotypes. We give them a reason to call us these things. There's a reason why we're viewed this way, and it's because our communities are not taking responsibility. This is why I'm so aggressive. Because the woke Wookiees won't do it. The Hispanics and the blacks on the left won't do it, so I'll do it. I'll speak out for what needs to be said. Our communities need to do better. The black community needs to do better. The Hispanic and the Latino community needs to do better. We need to stop glorifying violence. We need to stop glorifying the prostitution of women. We need to stop glorifying degeneracy. We need to do better as communities so that the rest of the world doesn't view us with these damn negative stereotypes. I speak out against gang violence. I speak out against black on black crime. I speak out against the glorification of brown on brown crime because I know it's real and it exists. So I speak to those communities and I say, stop making it bad for me. There's a reason why we get profiled in the streets. Because our communities are committing the highest percentage of crime in this country. And it starts with the blacks. The Hispanics are right behind them. I know that this is a fact. It's not racist to say that. This is why I'm so aggressive to come out and say we need to do better, because these stupid idiots are ruining it for the rest of us. That's what needs to be said. That's what needs to be said. And white people can't say it because they get accused of being racist for saying that. I can say it because I know that it's true. And all the wokies and the woke tards out there, if they want to just sit there and call me a white supremacist, you can say whatever you want. I'm not a white supremacist. I am brown. I was born brown. I will die brown. I just know the facts, and I know that this needs to be said because it's the elephant in the room that all the white people know. But they can't say it because they'll be accused of being a white supremacist and a racist. I say it not to gain or score points with anybody. I don't say that. I don't want to appease the white community. I can give a damn what anybody has to say about me or think about me. All I care about is that I am literally living under the glory of God in obedience to his word, and I'm doing the right thing on a daily basis, and I'm loving my wife as Christ loves the church, and everything else that I'm filtering the world through truth. I don't care what people have to say about me. I'm not trying to appease white people. I'm not trying to appease black people. And I'm not trying to appease my own people, Hispanic. I just want to appease God and speak the truth on a daily basis. Therefore, maybe we could actually get some change in this country. Instead of just slandering each other, pointing the fingers all over the place, we have to, if we want real solutions, we have to address the problem. And the crime in our own communities is the problem. Why are the police profiling black people? Why are the police profiling Hispanics? Because we are the ones committing the highest percentage of crime in the United States. Am I saying that it justifies innocent blacks and innocent Hispanics getting profiled? No, but I understand why it's happening. That's why I say, listen, if you're innocent and you're tired of getting profiled by cops, well, newsflash, it's because our own people are giving them a reason to profile us because they're committing violent crime in the streets on a daily basis. So get pissed off like me and tell them to stop it. That's the conversation that needs to take place in this country. 100%. Oh, I can already hear it. All the Wookiees on the, you race traitor, you racist, you're just citing. No, I'm not. I'm speaking the truth. This is the conversation that Black Lives Matter will not have. Will not have. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The media created this. The media created this. They created this narrative where black people are these victims, and they made them immune. They're invincible to law and order. They can do whatever they want. In broad daylight, 2 black kids commit a hate crime, literally. Racial slurs with physical, that's a hate crime. And the referee doesn't even call a foul. They are immune to law and order because they're all afraid that if they say anything, the black people are going to start accusing them of being racist. Black Lives Matter will grift, get involved, and then show up to their house and start freaking committing mass violence. That's how it works. Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous. But anyways, let's do some super chats, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. If you guys are not going to stick around for super chats, I would ask that you please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification before you leave. Please do that for me. Do that right now because YouTube doesn't want you to do it. But if you are going to stick around, if you guys would like to support me, you guys can drop a super chat or you can give a one-time donation through my website, drewhlive.com. The link is in the description. If you donate on, I think, Venmo or Cash App, you can write a little note. I'll read it on air. Otherwise, drop a super chat, and we will get into it right now. Right now. Okay, alrighty. Let me open these super chats. Thank you guys, man. I see we got a lot of support. I know I was making a lot of comments on the Civil War. Did Abe Lincoln really care about, liberating blacks? The fact of the matter is, the point I was trying to make was white people spilled their blood for black people to be free. That's a fact. Okay, that is literally an American historic fact in this country. So, anyways, okay, let's get these super chats rolling. Let's get these super chats rolling, guys. All righty, here we go. Thank you guys for the support, man. You guys are coming in strong. I truly appreciate it. All righty, here we go. We got some super chats. We have one from Seth Kakala, $2 super chat. Salute you. Seth says, if she were white and said the opposite, holy hell. Can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine if this was a white woman saying this to a black police officer? Actually, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the narrative. Because they hate cops. Like, I'm telling you, man, I've been at BLM riots and they hate cops. They are racist as hell towards black cops. Get it even worse, bro. Black cops. So I don't know if it was a black cop receiving that from a white woman. I don't know. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. Because then you would start to see Black Lives Matter defending a police officer, and they'll never do that. So I don't know. That's a tough one. That's like an alternate reality question. You know what I mean? Like, if we were living in the multiverse, maybe when things were different, that would, you know. So I don't know. That got me thinking, Seth. I appreciate it, man. I mean, if it wasn't a cop, you know, if it was like a different scenario, right? If it was a different scenario where it was just some white woman saying it to a black, I don't know, teacher, bus driver, I don't know. Yeah, people would lose their minds. Okay, we have another super chat. We have another super chat from MNC. Thank you for the $5 super chat. We salute you, MNC. Says she is so scared of police that she requested another officer to be at the scene. What? Did she really did she? Okay, see, these are the anti-police woke-tards. You're a murderer. You're here to kill me. Let me call the police. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna call the police on the police. She filed a complaint. Okay, so I'm gonna call the police on the police because I'm not satisfied with how the police that were out to murder me handled the situation. And this was all over a cell phone ticket. All over a cell phone ticket, man. We have another super chat from Brianna Hernandez, a $5 super chat. We salute you, Brianna, or Brianna. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's a good last name. I'll tell you that. It's a good last name. Brianna says, the left plays cancel culture, so we should too. That's the reason the right keeps losing. They play too nice, sad, but true. I think you have to define what cancel culture is. Cancel culture involves slander. You see it all the time. And it involves petty accusations. And it involves not having the right political views in line with the mainstream regime, right? So I think we have to define what because cancel culture is not showing up to work and spewing a bunch of racist rhetoric and getting fired. Okay? That's not cancel culture. That's just being an idiot with the wrong character. A situation like this, I wouldn't call it cancel culture. I would say this is holding someone accountable because it's justifiable for someone to get fired over something like this. Okay? A lot of what the left does is not justifiable in reality. It's justifiable in their ridiculous woke-tarded ideology out in La La Land. Okay? You say the wrong thing. You say the slight. They take it out of context. That's a lot of cancel culture is strategically planned. Something like this is just an idiot that is spewing out racist rhetoric. That is someone that has appeared to be trusted in the community as an educator that, in my opinion, should be fired. Should be fired. It's unacceptable behavior, in my opinion, as an educator and a teacher. That's not cancel culture. That's just someone that is an idiot. Okay, we have another super chat from Blue Sky, $5 super chat. We salute you. Blue Sky says, I like that name. I like the name Sky. My wife knows why. Blue Sky says, Drew, the deputy should have said to her, ma'am, I must inform you, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, I am a white Hispanic. Just to correct her. Dude, like these titles, listen, for people that are new to this show, People might be like, Drew, why do you rail so much against like, labels and the left just compartmentalizing people and putting them into, okay, but you still use a lot of their terminology. Drew, I hear you say people of color a lot. I hear you say Latins a lot. I hear you say this. Okay, the reason why I do that is it's kind of like a bit of a reverse psychology. I use their terms to literally flip them on their own heads by destroying them in arguments using their own terms. So people see it and they see how stupid it really... Listen, because I'm always aware that there are leftists listening to me. So if I'm speaking their language and I'm debunking the ridiculousness with their little terms, I don't believe in the terms, okay? I just use their language to communicate to them, to show them how stupid their ideas really are. That's how deep I go. That's how deep I go. It's not that I believe in this stuff. I just use their stupid terminology to debunk their own arguments. Yeah, man. All right, we have another super chat from Sonia Peterson Shepherd, another frequent supporter of mine. We salute you, Sonia, always supporting us with a $10 super chat. 2 $10 super chats based off of what I'm reading. Says, keep talking, Drew. Every life matters. Absolutely. Black, brown, white, green, like my son Grogu. Remember when he was on the show? Oh, bless his heart. He misses you guys. And Sonia also says, like and shared. Keep up the truth. Hugs to you and your lovely wife. Yes, my wife says. Thank you, Sonia. She says thank you. So thank you guys for the support, continued support. We have another super chat, $10 super chat from Nicole Boyd. We salute you, Nicole Boyd. Nicole says, saw you on Timcast. Subscribe the next day. Thank you so much. Here's a virtual hug. Is that allowed in COVID right now? I can't even give virtual hugs over the internet now. I have to practice social distancing virtually. Okay, well here's a socially distanced virtual hug. Thank you, Nicole. Says, saw you on Timcast. Subscribe the next day. Love your passion and your message. I hope more people see what's going on. God bless and amen. God bless you, Nicole. That's why I do this every single day. We are funded by the people, we the people. That is you. In independent alternative media. That is what this show is. So thank you so much for the support. That is what we are attempting to do, and God bless you as well. We have another super chat from Dr. Remulak. $20 super chat. We salute you, sir. Or ma'am. Saw you on Alex Jones and Timcast IRL. Yes, those are my 2 favorite shows. God bless you, Drew. I pray for you every day. Wow, thank you. Seriously. You guys have no idea. I'll explain right now. Did you see the White House press conference today? No, I did not. I'll take a look at it today. I couldn't believe she and this admin are blaming Trump. We need Trump back, sir. God bless. I'll take a look at that when I'm done with this show. But thank you. Like I was going to say, I appreciate that, Dr. Remulek, because not only do I do this show here on YouTube, but when I'm reporting on the streets, I do, for people that don't know me, I do undercover work. I embed with Black Lives Matter and Antifa. Okay. If you've never seen you probably have seen my coverage because it's gone so viral in 2020 and this year as well. These people come after me, man. Like they literally look for me and my family. They try and find where I live. They try I'm not just a YouTuber. Okay. A lot of people misidentify. I'm not just a YouTuber or a journalist or a reporter. I've uncovered some crazy things, and there's a reason why Black Lives Matter literally hates me and Antifa literally hates me. It's not because I slandered them. It's because I've exposed them through their own actions on camera. All right. So I say that to say thank you for the prayer, because you have no idea how much that means to me. We have another super chat from Stevie Capone, a $5 super chat. We salute you, Stevie Capone. Thank you. It blows my mind how non-white people can get away with being racist towards others, yet people like me get called racist simply because I am white. And that is why, Stevie, I speak out for people that are in that position. Okay? I'm going to be honest. There is a minority privilege right now. There is. That's the elephant in the room. But I mean, if that's where we are right now in 2021, I'm not going to use that and grift to my advantage to make white people go further down. Okay, there is obviously a minority privilege in this country right now. There are things that people of color can get away with saying that white people can't. That's a fact. Okay? I don't use that to my advantage to better myself. I use that to my advantage to destroy their stupid narratives. Okay? That's why I'm so vocal. I'm so vocal speaking out against anti-white rhetoric. It's not that I want to score points with whites. It's just that I think that it's wrong what's happening to the white community. And to be honest, quite frankly, what's happening to the demonization of white people in America is literally exactly what Adolf Hitler did to the Jews in the 1930s. 100%. It's literally the same. Slandering them, demonizing them, taking their voice away, and speaking on their behalf. That is why I've seen that pattern in history, and that is why I speak out. So thank you for that comment, Stevie. We have another super chat from Sonia Peterson. I already read that one. Let me refresh this real quick. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, man. I really do appreciate it. We have another super chat from Sonia Peterson Shepherd, another super chat with a $5 super chat. We salute you, Sonia. Thank you so much. Sonia says, it's okay to insult any officer, regardless of race involved. It is horrible. Yes, I'm telling you, man, black cops get it even worse. Worse, dude. Worse. Like when I've been in DC covering Black Lives Matter and Antifa, dude, the black cops get it even worse. And there's a lot more black cops in DC. And bro, like the racism that comes out of Black Lives Matter is just like shocking, bro. It's shocking not because you're hearing vile things. It's shocking because they're so stupid. They're too stupid to seriously be out in the streets claiming to be fighting against racism while spewing racist rhetoric, not only towards whites, but they specifically claim to be fighting against racism against blacks when they themselves are the most racist people against their own people. It's freaking mind-blowing when you see it, dude. Like it just trips me out every time. So we have another super chat from Jared Bailey. Jared Bailey with the $5 super chat. We salute you. Jared, thank you so much for the support, man. DH Alliance really, really does thank you. Jared says, just found out about you from Tim Pool. Keep it up and keep that energy, man. Damn, I hope things get better. I will always keep this energy. I think I said this last night is, the other side is full of energy. You see these people, man. They're riding through snow. They're riding through extreme heat through the summer. Like you saw 150 plus. I know. One of my buddies thinks the reason why Antifa was able to riot for more than 150 days last year in 2020 is because they're all on meth. I don't know. That might be right. But hey, these people got energy, bro. Like they are about it. That is why I'm so passionate and aggressive, because I have to be too. I'm not going to be this mellow little cookie cutter conservative guy with a little blazer on being all night. Like, no, that's not where we are right now. Okay. It's not the early 2000s any longer. Okay. Like we are living through some serious times and we need more passionate leaders that are willing to spit in the face of evil and tyranny. That's where I stand and I will always stand. We have another super chat from the Ed Show, a $2 super chat. We salute you. Just made a video. I'm Venezuelan and angry. I will check that out. The Ed Show. I'll check that out, man. I love watching people's content. I love to hear what people have to say. I'm going to be honest, guys. I watch like a lot of leftists. I listen to a lot of left-leaning, like socialists. I listen to the communists. I listen to the anarchists. I listen to all their stuff because I got to know my enemy. I got to know what they believe. Like you can't isolate yourself from you have to listen to everything so you know what you're talking about and how to seriously debate what these people are saying. So, a lot of people, I get accused all the time. The left will always say, you just live in an echo chamber and all you do is listen to Ben Shapiro every single day. Actually, no. Okay. Like, no, I listen to a lot of leftists because I'm very intrigued. Very interesting. It's like a study for me. I like to listen to it, not because I adopt their ridiculous ideologies, but I have to understand them in order to debunk them. So that's why I keep myself open to listening. I'm about this life, son. I'm about it, man. I'm in this thing for the long run, dude. We got another super chat from Cold Haterade, $5 super chat. Cold Haterade, we salute you. The Cold Haterade says, this anti-white narrative has gotten so out of control. Leftists will soon be gouging out their own white eyeballs. I wish I was joking. Yeah, dude. It's all an attack on white people. Listen, they want you. Okay? They want you as a white person bowing your knees to them. Okay? That should never be acceptable, regardless of race, in any society. Listen, you saw this last year. You saw this last year in 2020, a bunch of virtue signaling white people bowing their knees to Black Lives Matter in front of the world to see. You guys remember that? That should never be acceptable in any world. You don't bow to somebody. What the hell? You don't bow to anybody. Every tongue will confess, every knee shall bow to the Lord Jesus. That's the only man I bow to. That's it. Okay? Whenever you're in a country and you see people bowing down to other people, you should be concerned, okay? Because something's wrong there. That ain't freedom, I'll tell you that. That ain't democracy, all right? That ain't a constitutional republic thriving, my friend. My goodness. So yeah, I agree with you, Cold Haterade. They want white people to destroy themselves. And white people that are virtue signaling on the left that bow down to the black people or bow down to the minorities, bow down to Black Lives Matter, they think that they're actually a white ally. That's not what they want. They want to dominate you. That's what they want. They want you bowing. If you were gouging out your eyes in the name of ending white supremacy, I can't see anymore. My racist bright blue eyes. How dare they? They would praise it. They say, yeah, you want to know why? Because this is about destroying white people. That's what this is about. It's racist. That's why I speak out against it. It is racist what these people are doing to white people. 100% it is racist. Okay, we got another super chat from Judy P. Judy P, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Judy P is a frequent supporter of mine. We salute you, Judy. I thank you so much. Judy says, missed your show today, but I am sure it was great. You can always catch it another day, Judy. And by the way, that reminds me, we are very close to releasing the audio version of this podcast. It should be on all audio platforms, but that should be coming very soon because I know people don't like. I even don't like that sometimes. You know, sometimes I like to just listen. I like watching video and watching it, but sometimes I like to just play the audio, listen to it before I go to sleep or listen to it while I'm running, listen to it while I'm doing errands or what. Some people just like audio. So I know a lot of you guys out there would love to have the audio version of this podcast. So that is coming soon. And that is only happening because of our monthly contributors and those that support us through donations. So that is a thank you to you. Okay, so thank you guys. And Judy P, we salute you. We have another super chat with the peace sign from Salty Ham. I like that name. Salty Ham with the $50 super chat. Salty Ham, thank you so much. Just like I said, all of this stuff goes directly into this show and what we have going on. We were blessed to be able to get more equipment. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning of this show. When you start installing new stuff, things changes and you got to work out the bugs. So we were blessed to be able to get a bunch of new stuff that can only be done by you, the people. So thank you guys for supporting us. You are watching this show evolve. And this can only be done by you guys. We are 100%, this show is 100% independent and alternative media. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. And like I said, it also goes to our trips and all that good stuff as well. So we have another super chat from RJ Man with the $5 super chat. What's going on, man? No pun intended. We salute you. RJ Man says, I tried 10 different times to ask a question, but YouTube censored it and wouldn't send it. Love your fire and your intelligence. RJ Man, I apologize. I don't know why YouTube does. I mean, I do know why YouTube does that because they don't like me. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how big tech, all you ever see is support black businesses, support minorities, support this, but they silence a minority like me. They don't let me thrive. Oh, the black people and the brown people are living in poverty. They're so poor. But I can't monetize successfully on YouTube. I have more than 54,000 subscribers. I could barely pull 3,000 views. Oh, how do you think that's happening? YouTube destroying my voice, silencing my voice. Like I said, I use their terminology to destroy their arguments. I'm a person of color that's not allowed to speak on YouTube without being freaking censored. But they're the ones that are fighting for minorities to be successful, right? Am I right? Absolutely not. And I'm not a victim. That's not what I'm saying. I am successful. God has blessed me. I have the ability to live a great life. And I'm just trying to make the point that these big tech companies, they virtue signal and claim to care about minorities and claim to care about our voices, but they shadow ban the hell out of people like me. Why? Because I don't fit the narrative. They don't get a bunch of baloney. Alrighty, did we get any new members? I don't think I could. Okay, well, shout out to all the new members and shout out to the DH Alliance. Those are people that support me monthly for as low as $5 a month. We are getting our Discord channel set up very soon.
His name is Drake.
Drake, thank you. Our new member, the DH Alliance. You can support me monthly for as low as $5 a month. By joining, you get a cool little badge. There's some perks that we're about to release. And quick announcement, my merch store is about ready to launch. You guys are going to like it. You guys are going to like it. It looks pretty cool. It's not like your typical conservative type of corny stuff. Like I'm into fashion. I like making things look good. So you guys are going to really like it. So we're going to release that very soon. I'm excited for you guys to see it. But I want to thank you guys for joining the show tonight. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys can share this video far and wide, wherever you can post a link, even if you send it to your grandma, bro, send it to your grandma. She might become a fan. Who knows? You know, I don't know. But anyways, make sure to smash that like button, hit the bell notification, turn on and toggle on the all selection, because if you don't, you will not get a notification when I go live or post anything. So thank you guys very much. Consider supporting us on my website, drewhlive.com. You can give a one-time donation as well. We will probably launch the merch store tomorrow night. I'll just say that right now. Now I got to hold myself accountable to it. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be awesome. So I love you guys very much. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you guys for all the support financially as well. And until next time, America, stay free.